It's early morning, it's time to open the curtains, crack open those windows and start another cleaning video. We start as always by trying to get the dog off of the bed. Kisses don't work, little cuddles don't work. Eventually I just tell him to get off. That works. Apparently you can't just be nice and sweet to the dog, you have to actually tell him what you want. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway, he's off the bed now and it's time to get it shook out and clean. I changed the bed linen yesterday, so it's all brand new, fresh and smelling gorgeous. I can be incredibly fussy about how I like my bed being made. I often can't sleep when the sheets are all creased and wrinkled, and the mattress protector is the same. I find it difficult to go off to sleep. The fitted sheets are often actually worse than the flat sheets. They will not pull flat in the middle, so I like my flat sheets, even though they do come untucked a hell of a lot during the night and drive me absolutely wild. They pull really tight and they look so nice when everything's pulled tight and flat and hair free and it smells clean. It's just a whole new level of having your bed made. Now something has gone very wrong with this duvet. We had a duvet before that fit perfectly in all of the duvet covers we have. We brought a new duvet and again it was a king size like our old one, but for some reason this one will not fit the duvet covers. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. I've tried putting in like different ways round so the stripes on the duvet run up and down the bed or side to side on the bed. It still will not fit. It's not quite long enough to fit the duvet from the poppers at the bottom to the head where I am now. So you end up with a little bit of fabric that just doesn't quite have any duvet in it. But then sideways across the bed, I don't know if you can see, but there are lumps in the bed, which is where the duvet sort of piled up in the middle. You can pull it straight, which I'm going to do now, pull it flat, but that means the duvet overhangs and causes like a big roll at the ends of the duvet where it just will not fit. It's driving me wild. I like it tight and flat and I can't achieve that. So I'm going to get a load of new blankets I think at some point so I can have it covered. Anyway, quick spritz of fabric refreshener and the dog can come back to his bed where he likes to be. somehow, and I'm confused as to how, this dresser has got wax all over it. I've been meaning to scrape it off for ages and never got round to it, so today is the day I finally clear the melted wax off of the top of this dresser. This bathroom got a super deep clean the other day before the electrician came to install our new electric shower. If you'd like to see that video, it's going to be posted on my Buy Me a Coffee and or my Patreon page. I will post the link to whichever one I put it on in the description box, so if you'd like to see that video, drop down to the description box and have a quick look and click across. Here's a little sneak peek just to whet your appetite. I found this mess in my bathroom. Now, never fear, for those of you that don't want to go on to Buy Me a Coffee or Patreon and sign up there, it's not a problem. I will still be posting a lot of my deep clean, spring clean style videos on this channel anyway. And also some of the stuff I post on the Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee sites will actually be released on this channel. It's just I'm going to be doing it for early release on the Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. I've said before how much I like this pink toilet cleaner, and look at it, look how it coats the bowl. With the Harpic, to get that coverage you'd have to go round and round. The pink stuff just slides down the bowl, coats everywhere, cleans really well, smells great. What a fantastic product. I'm a convert. Pink stuff all the way, fantastic. This is my proper shower, the electric shower. The electrician's been and it's been put in. We've got to get the plumber in to add the water part, so we can't quite use it yet. But it's in. It's halfway in anyway. in the back corner there, it's not very easy to see what I'm doing. So I'll tell you what I'm doing. Dell likes to buy toy cars, as I think anybody who's watched any of my previous videos will know. And we've run out of room to put them in the house, and he won't put them in his shed because he's run out of room there. So I'm actually stashing his toy cars and things behind the unit that has his toy cars in it. It's going to be a real pain in the backside when it comes to redecorating these rooms, because I've bought shelves to go in these alcoves. And there'll be no room to hide his toy cars behind the units, because there won't be a behind the unit. Sadly, we did lose another spider. Well, it's unclear when she actually passed away. We thought she was in hiding, getting ready to molt. They do that a lot. They'll disappear off into their webs and stay there until they're finished molting, and then they'll appear back out. Yesterday, however, it just occurred to me she'd been gone a bit too long, and maybe I should check, find out where she is in the tank. I went in search of her, and I found her on the bottom, curled up. She had indeed passed away. Now, it was the end of her life expectancy. Jumping spiders only last about 2-3 years, and she was there. So it was an expected thing. She wasn't ill or anything like that. So yeah, we did lose another spider. The one in the tank next to her, the jumping spider next to her, Fern, at risk of tempting fate, is still going well, and she's been with us a very long time. She is a very, very old spider. However, lately she has started to spend a lot of time on the bottom of her tank. She's not interested in eating anymore, and she's getting very slow and a bit clumsy, and as far as I know, those are early indicators that she's coming to the end of her life expectancy. We won't be getting any more spiders, as tempted as I am to get some more tarantulas, because I just love having the unusual pets in the house. We will not be getting any more. I've discussed it with Dell, and we've just decided no. I mean, the tarantulas could go on for another 30 years if they're females. There's only sort of another 10, I think, in them if they are males. So we'll find out in the next 10 to 30 years. Crikey, by the time my spiders pass away, I could be nearly in my 80s. That's quite scary, having a pet for that long. But, like I say, unfortunately Joy is no longer with us, so I am going to clear out her enclosure. And this does mean that Dell will have somewhere else to put more toy cars. This little look here is just overwhelmed. I've been going since about 9 o'clock in the morning and it's rocking on for lunchtime. I'm hungry and I'm tired. I know I've still got to walk the dog, get electric, go to the gym and pick up a mop bucket. None of that happened, by the way. It took me so long to clean this house that I didn't get the dog walked, get electric, get a mop bucket or get a bath. I think I finished eventually at about 5 o'clock. Maybe later actually. But yeah, it was definitely a good solid 8 hours of cleaning, bar a small lunch break, which was about, I think I had 20 minutes to make myself something to eat and a coffee, eat it, drink it, and then get back to work. This was an overwhelming amount of housework to get done. I genuinely don't know how it got this out of control this fast. It was pretty much clean on Friday. I don't remember doing anything all weekend. I spent the weekend with Dell. He only gets 2 days off a week, so I did spend some time with him and I knew I'd be getting back on track Monday. However, this did not all occur within 2 days and I don't know at what point it started to slide back out of control again. It's one of those things, it really sort of creeps up on you. I don't know if everyone else has found this. Everything's clean and tidy, and then after the weekend everyone goes back to work and it's like your house is a snow globe. It's like someone's picked up your house, turned it upside down, given it a damn good shaking and put it back on its foundations again. Literally just over the weekend. I don't understand how it got like this. I mean, maybe I'm blind, maybe it just sort of creeps up around you because you're so used to it, you're actually sitting in it. Maybe it's because I deep cleaned the bathroom and I was just in there for an entire day, so the rest of my house went to pot. Who knows? Genuinely, who knows? But still, I got it done, it's all clean. Once again, my filming skills let us down. Somehow, I don't know how, I haven't realised that you can't see what I'm doing when I'm hidden behind a wall. Do I think you have superpowers and X-ray visions? Who knows? I just didn't realise. So, what I'm doing is pulling the sofa cushions out from underneath the throw. They've got themselves all in a big mess and they need sorting, tidying, and the throw needs tucking back in. So that's what I'm doing. I do not realise at this point baby cat has snuck up behind me and now sneaks underneath the throw blanket. I haven't seen this, I have no idea she's there and still haven't seen her at this point. I'm focusing on what I'm doing. It's only when I put this back cushion in, she sneaks up behind it and I sort of squish onto her and not badly, I don't hurt her, but I sort of push that cushion back and it won't go. And I realise she's under there. If I hadn't have done that at that point, goodness knows what could have happened. She could have been sat on and, well, if I'd sat on her, that wouldn't have gone very well, would it? But yeah, little menace. She gets into so much mischief and trouble. She's actually off to the vet very soon. She's going to be spay or neutered. I forget which the female version is. I don't think it really matters. But either way, she's off for editing, as we call it. She's started to scent mark round the house. Now, I didn't know female cats did that. I thought only male cats did it. She went to the vet about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, because she'd started to urinate in the bedroom. We thought she had a UTI. We took her to the vets. The vet helpfully gave us some pain medication, but gave us no reason why she would be in pain, and done no test to find out why she would be in pain. So she just had pain medication. It worked. She stopped peeing for a while and she started again about a week or so ago. We took her back to a different vet who was so lovely and helpful and told us that she was scenting. She needed to be edited, although she used the proper technical term, and that she was scenting it. So we just needed to get her sorted and that would all stop. I really do hope it does stop, because we cannot keep going with baby cat peeing like she is. Thankfully, she doesn't do it around the house. She only does it in my daughter's bedroom. She is my daughter's cat. That's where her main residence is, in the house. She has a litter box. It is cleaned regularly. And we tried a lot of suggestions that were online. Literally, we've done everything for this cat. We're now hoping that being edited will solve the problem and she won't be frisky anymore and scenting for the boy cats. It also does mean that she'll be able to go outside. Alyssa wanted to keep her as an indoor cat. That really isn't working. I don't personally think cats should be kept inside. I know some have injuries and illnesses, deaf, blind, whatever. They need to be kept inside. That's a different matter. I think a happy, healthy cat really needs outside involvement, outside experiences. I don't think being inside is good for them all the time. So she will be vaccinated, she will be edited, and then she will be free to go outside as much as she likes. And hopefully that should fix the problems, because oh my god, no matter how much you stay on top of the smell, on top of the pee, it's still there, it still smells. One of the deep cleans I will be doing in the not too distant future is my daughter's room, where baby cat has been doing most of her scenting. I was going to wait until, I believe it's the 8th baby cat is going in for her surgery. I was going to wait till then to deep clean the bedroom, in case she decided to mark again after I deep cleaned the room. However, the ammonia smell from the marking and the urine is becoming such a problem now that my daughter is having allergy-like symptoms to it. So I think I'm going to have to get in there a mighty bit sooner and give the room a deep clean. However, it really, really does concern me that I'm going to go to all the effort of deep cleaning that room and then finding out that the cat has decided to mark it with her scent again, which is likely to do, let's face it. She's scenting to make the place smell like her, so the boy cats will come to her. If I clean that scent away, she's going to remark it so the boy cats know she's there. But if I don't clean it, my daughter ends up with cold and flu type symptoms, allergy type symptoms. She's fine when she's out of the house, you know, and there's fresh air going in. But once she's in her room, she's all coughy and sore throat, burny eyes, and not feeling great. So, yeah, it's a catch-22. I don't clean it, my daughter suffers. I do clean it and the cat could pee and cause the problem to happen again. I don't know what to do. I'll probably just deep clean it anyway. I know what I'm like. I enjoy deep cleaning. So yeah, it'll probably be something I just get on with and do. There's my little dance break. I just play the piano. I'm not sure what I'm watching. It's not really something that's got like vibey music to it. So there was just a little piano solo there. So I thought I would tinkle the ivories along with whatever it is I'm watching. I really can't remember what it was I was watching. Oh well, clearly wasn't that important to me. I know, I've just put it all in the laundry basket and now I'm tipping it all over the floor. The reason I did that was because I just needed to be able to get into the kitchen and see where I was going, what was where, and things like that. Now I can do that, I can now separate my laundry into darks, lights, whites, bed linen and towels and cleaning cloths. Each one of those goes on to a different sort of cycle, and I prefer to keep things that go on the same cycle together. Like my cleaning cloths, I don't want the things I clean the toilet with and clean mess up with to go in with the clothes we're going to wear. Plus they go in on a 90-degree cycle and that will shrink most of the stuff we've got. So they all get separated into their like for like laundry piles, if you like. Yeah, I've just said like way too many times. Anyway, this big pile is my dark colours. They will be separated again as they go through the wash into thinner fabrics and thicker fabrics. Things like jumpers and hoodies, they will go through separately to t-shirts and things like that. The reason I do it that way is because things like t-shirts and the thinner fabric items often will need ironing after they come out of the tumble dryer. Sometimes they don't, sometimes you can just hang them straight up and that's fine. But what I do is do those cotton type fabrics first and then either hang them or fold them and wait for ironing. While I'm doing the ironing, the heavier fabrics that don't need ironing can be going through the wash. And it just saves time. It's a whole system I've got. It's really sad that I have a system for my laundry, I think. But hey, I do, and there it is. Now everything's getting put back into the laundry hamper in order of length of time the cycle takes. So my boil washes take longer than my normal regular cotton washes. So everything's in its set order and I can just grab the bits off the basket, get a vague weight in my arms. The washing machine takes up to 7 kilos at a time. Now I don't put that much in. The last time I did, it tried to go walking across the kitchen floor. So I generally put in, do you know what, I've never weighed it. It doesn't feel like a heavy lot in my arms, so it can't be that much. Anyway, I think I've whittled on long enough about my wretched laundry. I love doing it, it makes me happy, but I have to be in the mood for it. And like I said before in many of my other videos, as soon as I get to the end of my laundry, someone decides to empty their laundry hamper and I've got a week's worth sat there again anyway, so it's non-stop. You know, there are pros and cons to having such a tiny kitchen. The con is that just a small amount of mess or clutter and your kitchen looks like, well, looks like this. But the pro side of it is, with a quick tidy up and then a little clean, it comes together in no time at all. It really is amazing. I think cleaning the kitchen only took me maybe an hour, possibly a bit longer, but not much. Only about an hour it took me to do this kitchen, which isn't bad. And I'm not deep cleaning it. I am just making it functional again so we can actually use the surfaces, make dinner, make coffee and get through the laundry and actually walk on the floor. So I'm just making it functional again. But genuinely, a lot of this stuff is just where people leave things out. Like instead of stacking their plates, they just put them on the side. Instead of putting things back in the cupboard, they leave it on the side. And that's a big problem. So I made a big mistake not so long ago. I actually put a wash load on of my tea towels and without thinking put fabric softener in with them. They have been washed again since, but they now just don't absorb water like they used to. I have been putting them through on a boil wash and I have been using the white vinegar to try and disperse some of the fabric softener because, like I say, they just don't absorb water. It's why I never use it in my towel washes and it's why I never use it in my cleaning cloth washes and why normally I don't use it in my tea towel washes. We're all allowed one boo-boo. I guess that was one of mine. I make many boo-boos. I can't wait to get round to the deep clean of the rest of the house. A while ago I did a deep clean of the kitchen and I kept all our utensils and bowls, plates, crockery, etc. down to enough for the people that live here. Weirdly, we're now running out of forks. I think we have 4 forks left when we need 5. We've only got like 2, maybe 3 side plates and I think 4 dinner plates. Now I know a plate got smashed, so I can't remember if that was a side plate or a dinner plate, but we still should have more than we have, and it's infuriating. I really want to have enough plates for everybody and for surprise guests should they turn up. But if I do that, everybody in this house will just grab a clean bowl, plate, fork, whatever it is they want. And the washing up doubles, trebles, literally everything in this house will be used, and it was taking us, I don't know, an hour, maybe longer to get through all the washing up and putting away because it just wasn't getting done. Now I've limited it. We are getting through the washing up quicker, but things are disappearing. You just can't win. So I did try wiping the oven down with the bleach spray and a cloth. Unfortunately, some of this stuff was so caked on, it needed the scourer and some washing up liquid to get through it. I did get it all off, I did get it lovely and clean, so it's not a problem. I fixed it. And now for the worst job of it all, the bins. That was my mop bucket that broke, and out of this 8-hour clean, I got 3 bags of landfill rubbish. I got 2 bins full of recycling rubbish and 1 bin full of cardboard recycling rubbish. That's a lot of rubbish. Our green bin, that's the one that goes out to landfill, is full and it doesn't get emptied for another week yet. So I don't know what we're going to do there. I guess I'm making some trips to the dump. I've also got to find time in my busy, manic schedule to deep clean these bins. It's been over a week since I made the decision to deep clean the bins and get them smelling fresh and looking clean, because they need cleaning regularly, but they need a deep clean because they haven't been done in so long. But like I say, it's been over a week since I decided to deep clean the bins and I still haven't got it done yet. So at some point, that's going to have to be done as well. There's just always something to do, isn't there? Always something to do. So as you saw earlier, my mop bucket is no more. It is kaput and I can't use it. So one of the things I can't do for the video is mop the floor. However, I do go and buy a mop bucket and the floors get cleaned after this video has been filmed. So it does get done. It's just not going to get done right flipping now. And you know what? Given that I've been at this 8 hours, I think that's pretty acceptable, don't you? Well, that's the last of the laundry being loaded up onto the laundry hamper, so I can actually finish sweeping the floor in here. I do sweep the floor in the dining room and I hoover all round. However, at this point in the day, I'm now running out of time before everyone starts arriving home from work or wherever it is they've been through the day. So filming is very difficult when there's people around. They'll walk in front of the camera, knock it over, distract you. So while I do the rest of the floors after I finish stacking this little mountain here, you don't actually get to see it because I just turn my phone off, head down, get it done. But I will see you all again soon in the next video. Bye!